Good Saturday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's cold in Capitan, New Mexico. My temperature gauge outside shows about 23. Now, Alexa, what is the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
Right now, in Capitan, New Mexico, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a total
Today,
lie.
expect a high of 69 degrees.
Now, the high side they'll get right. That's let's see, she's saying 39 or 37, 39, whatever it is. That's 15-degree miss on the low side. Is that bad? It's horrible. Let's see what Google does. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
In Capitan, it's currently 36 degrees.
He says 30. She says 36, but she's losing her voice. I got it turned down low. We'll try it again. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
In Capitan, it's currently 36 degrees.
That's wrong. So that one's 14 degrees off, or about 12 degrees, whatever. But enough said. Moving along too. Today's the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now, and right now it just went right on by. Poof. So if there's anything you want to do, you know what the drill is. You better do it. Get started. Never worry about what you cannot change. The internet's working okay this morning. Yesterday it wasn't. Could I change it? No. But what I did do is I ordered me a DVD player from Amazon because they've got a bunch of old DVDs at the library, and I'm going to go pick me up a whole sack full, and that way I'll have something to watch or do for a long time, because I got a bunch of old books coming. I got some, what are they? I'm reading. Oh, anyway, it's a Western stuff. But anyway, it's good stuff. I got stuff to read and stuff to watch coming, and yeah, I walk, drive, read, do other stuff. You know what I mean? And what else? Yeah, it's cool here. There's no doubt about that. Inside the RV, it's 52 degrees right now. I turned on the heater just when I got up about 20 minutes ago. Or both electric heaters on low, and yeah, it's 52, 53. Not bad. I'm warm. You know what I mean. So moving along to comments. Let's see what we got here. D.E. Christie's got two here. This is on the first human to visit Mars and why go to Mars. Well, I did two videos, and yeah, just do a search for Mars in my video. You'll find them. And anyway, D.E. Christie says, you were always ahead of the pack, amigo. It's been 6 years since the first Mars trip for you. You were even ahead of Elon. Wow. Do you anticipate more Mars trips in the year 2023? You're already good at driving solar vehicles. Oh, no, driving the EVA and solar vehicles. Beer 30 from Mars would be interesting. Stay safe and enjoy the ride. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would. We could do what nano product pills and all that stuff that I made up. Yeah, it was cute. Anyway, same thing. Such a selfless, generous thing to do for the benefit of humanity's survival, amigo. I wish you an excellent trip to Mars. I remain in awe of you. Yeah, that was just a pure spur of the moment thing that I did, and I probably can't do it again. No, those just happen. You know what I mean? Kenneth Kilpatrick, this is how do you end full-time RVing. I just did that for the hell of it. Says, I was a FedEx courier for 29 years, spent 12 years of it in a 26-foot travel trailer. Found as I transferred around, it was the easiest way to keep two large dogs. RV parks are great for dogs. Spent 16 months in an RV park in Deming, New Mexico, about 2 years in Santa Fe. Yeah, whatever, whatever works for you, Kenneth. Thank you for your comment. D.E. Christie, Beer 30 will not be interrupted. Only access to internet. Not to worry. Most of us older Rangers realize the Friday night traditions will easily go on without an internet connection. We have our sitting spot. We've got our comforter, beer or whatever you have, or whatever, or what you have, what have you. And we look out for each other until the web is back up. Yeah, we do fine. Now, the internet, I have to tell you this, though. Wait a minute, D.E. Christie says, just a stray thought. Isn't the standard event on Alien Invasion movie, the web crashes, then those space bodies show up and start sorting us for spiciness? I don't know, man. He says I'll rewatch the Martian videos. Okay, go ahead, do it. Anyway, Ralph P. The Rangers were not deprived of beer. Sanity session, nice, Rusty. Yeah, we did okay. We got it done. But it did occur to me, because that outage lasted for a few hours, that once you get used to the internet and then it ain't there, it's an interesting thing. Ralph P. Oh yeah, I read that. Kim M. I have never had any issues with Visible. I hope yours comes back soon. It did. It's on now. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever was happening with TDS was the same on my phone, because whenever TDS would go down, Visible would go down. So somehow they're connected to Verizon. I don't know where or how, but anyway, they got super fast speeds though when they're up. Anyway, Lori Van Huser, when it rains, it pours. Man, I'm telling you, when it rains, it pours is a fact. You King for a Day on Beer 30, the first little short one. Situations like this remind us just how utterly dependent we have become on the internet. When you start thinking of other things you can be doing till it comes back, you can't, because they generally also involve the internet. When I was a kid, maybe once every few years power would go out, and that was always during a severe storm. Yeah, it's interesting because yeah, and if you what's really crazy, see, YouTube uses an algorithm to point you to other videos to watch. That's how some of you found my channel, which is good. But it also points you to some other things. And so, anyway, I'm going to kind of try to break that habit a little bit. I'm going to get some CDs and a CD player, and I'm going to wean myself from the internet. Moria King, a little bit. You are absolutely right. People going insane without the internet. We rely on it too much these days, me included. I'm in my travel trailer using unlimited text, local calls, and mobile data for 41 euros a month. Yeah, I hear you. Hey Google, convert 41 euros to dollars.
41 euros equals $45.62.
So they're almost the same. Sarah J, good deal, summer when winter base perfection. That was on the arrival at home base Capitan, New Mexico. Thank you. Sarah also says, you did it. Thanks. My late night viewing pleasure. Staying well, and see you are too. Great stories. Yeah. Yeah. Well, send me, you guys that watch Beer 30, send me an email to rusty78609@gmail.com with any ideas or recommendations, because I'll run out here in a few more weeks. Sarah J, you did it. Oh, I read that. Lori Van Huser at 11:18 p.m. Central Standard Time, Friday, but it's 12:18 a.m. Saturday at p.m. in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and 51 degrees. Yeah, there was a big time difference because I had to wait patiently to make calls. We had a little, the phone we had at that time in Mongolia was not very reliable. And it cost a fortune, man, to make a phone call. Snowy Bells 12. Sorry, Rusty. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. That was on Beer 30, but we got it. We got it. RV Living with the Geezers got 2 here. Very good talk, Rusty. I cannot see myself in a sticks and bricks ever again. I love the RV life. Me too. No, I'll probably live in this thing. It says, hey, Misty, whoever that is, I give Blanca an herbal supplement called, anyway, it's made by a company in Boulder, Colorado called Only Natural Pet. One soft chew really works. Well, whatever. Thank you. Must be talking to somebody else. Anyway, check his channel out, RV Living with the Geezer. Guitarza, Radio Shack, TRS 80. Yeah, that's right. The Radio Shack had a little computer thing back in the 70s and early 80s. And then they went bankrupt. This person's name is Geese. HOAs just mean you'll never pay your land off. Same with property taxes. I've been looking for a bit of acreage, cash buyer, and almost all have been subdivided with $150 to $1,200 annual HOA fees. I'll keep looking. Yeah, even out in Big Bend on the Terlingua Ranch, they have a homeowners association. Now, some of that property is not in the homeowners association, but it's hard to find it. James Ortiz, I located the fiber optic at Spaceport. They drove a fence post right on it and knocked out Las Cruces and half of Alamogordo. Huh, interesting. Scotty Thompson, cool video talk, Rusty. Bill Beer 30, cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, the mass bowler from Wisconsin. James Ortiz, the engineers at work had a Burroughs. They put a piece of tape on it that said Burrow. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, Burroughs was a bit big back then. We all almost, because I was the decision maker on that thing. And the only reason I went with IBM was because uh, it looked like their future was a little brighter. And it was, as it turns out. Hope Tondelli. But you can stay or put travel, best of all worlds. You'll be fine as frog hair, just like always. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, I mean, just because I say how to end full-time RVing, I basically mean how to end traveling full-time in an RV. That's what I should have said. But no, as far as living in an RV, I'll still be living in it. And then and occasionally I'll go somewhere for sure. DOS 1955, looking sharp, thank you. Outcast 1, have a wonderful evening and enjoy your pizza. I did. I had 2 little slices of pizza last night, and lucky I did because it got cold. John Parker, is that beer a Bud Light or Miller Light? I was drinking Miller Light yesterday. I got Bud Light, but that was a Miller Light. I got both. Whichever one's the cheapest, that's the one I buy. I look at the per ounce. I may go back to Natural Light beer because it's about 40% cheaper than Miller or Bud Light. I mean, it doesn't have much taste, but it doesn't bother me. W. Thurman says, "You're the man. You managed to give us our beer 30." Yeah, I did. Well, I didn't do it. At 4:12 p.m. yesterday, it came back up just as I was getting into beer 30. So when I got through, I was able to upload it and without any issues, which worked great. The Dogman Chronicles, check his channel out on YouTube. Says, "Cheers to you." Glenn McNeely, glad you got the video uploaded. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, well, see, this phone. The phone that I'm using to do this video on is hooked up to Red Pocket, and I've only got 500 megabytes of data. It's $5 a month. They have a plan cheaper than that, $2. But it's just a backup phone for emergencies, and that's all. For making calls and texts. And I got 500 calls, 500 texts. Glenn McNeely, yeah. Glad you got the video uploaded. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Boz Rocks. Thanks, Rusty. We got our beer 30. My Friday is now complete. Good. We'll do a few more. Oh, we got plenty of time. Moria King. Hope the internet comes back on soon for you, Rusty. Yeah, it's up now. Working fine. No problem. I got music. I got a fireplace on the TV with no sound right now. And then I've got everything else is working. Alexa's doing, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, and then Google's doing okay, so we're all right. Why do I have both devices? This thing over here, the Amazon thing, does Audible books really well, and Google's not too good on that. But as far as everything else, Google's got them beat to death. Jay Gold, whole lot of nothing out here or out there. No conveniences at all, desolation. Well, whatever you prefer, Jay. If you like that kind of stuff, go to Houston, Texas. That'll do it. Poodle Professor, good morning. She says, have a beer and enjoy. I'll drink a Dos Equis with you virtually. Well, that's good. I've drank a lot of those Dos Equis. Sure have. But anyway, check her channel out on YouTube. Poodle Professor. Thank you, Jennifer. Enjoy your day. Fleeting Days. Sad to hear the boat will no longer be made. Very sad. Well, it is sad in a way because what they're doing is they're cutting out the low-priced electric vehicles, even though I actually think they took a loss on every Chevy Bolt that was sold because it's got a lot of features, man. And but they had to stem the tide of Tesla. They had to break into their market. They did, and now they're going to up the price of the Chevy EVs, and the cheapest one you'll be able to buy with taxes and everything is probably going to be $35,000 to $40,000. And Tesla's going to lower some prices, they say, but I don't know about that. Louis Paparella says in the late 60s at Boeing, Wichita, we had the IBM 360 computer system, took up a huge room, Within a room where the temperature was maintained at 68, the current cell phone has more computing power and doesn't use up thousands of square feet of space. Someday a chip will be implanted in each baby at birth if they still allow human birthing. Yeah. Yeah, our computer took up a big area too, and it had to be cooled, and you couldn't smoke in there because, smoke is dust. Cigarette smoke is dust, or any smoke is just dust particles, and it would cause head crashes. And no, yeah, that was the old way. Boy, well, I'm sure they still have to cool the rooms now because they still put off a lot of heat. Scotty Lewis, I had one for you. Thank you. Tom Clams, good. Mike Douglas, did you forget to turn on the wine glass again? Yes, I did. And I got a note right here. I says beer 30, turn on light. Right there. Damn. But I got so flustered by not having any internet. Yeah, I'll try to remember next time. You so grouchy. I heard it was a fiber optic cable that was cut in El Paso, but I've also heard that someone hit a telephone pole by the hospital. I'm not sure that would take everything down for this area. Windstream was working at my house, no Verizon though. No, it was down everywhere, man. Library was down, no big deal. It was only off for about 5 hours, 6 hours, I guess. Wayne Johnson, have a great evening. Just made it back to Mississippi home base. Well, good for you, Wayne. You guys. That's pretty damn quick. Well, I hope you enjoyed your trip and look forward to seeing you again next year. Henri Codger, against all odds, Captain Rusty pulled it off. Rain, sleet, nor snow will stop the much appreciated beer 30. No, that's right. Beer 30. We got to do it. Get me a beer 30 flag. Yeah. Sheridan Gay. We'll do about 3 or 4 more and shut her down. Sheridan Gay says, your beer 30 sanity session came through just fine. I remember the old Commodore 64 and the IBM computers that came out in the 1980s, along with the Atari systems, which were the first home video games. I can say those were the good old days. Thanks for bringing that topic up because it brought back good memories from my childhood. Well, good. That's great, Sheridan. That's what I want to do. And yeah, Steve King, Apple first computer was called Macintosh. Okay. Roy Frazier, I owned a Commodore 64 and it was a very nice computer. My first computer was a Tandy Model 1. The Apple computer was very expensive, so I never owned one. Yeah, it was. It was more expensive for sure. Last one here, Sherry Hewlett, Temple, Texas, live storm media on YouTube. Frightening tornado, not on ground but traveling fast. Texas has too many storms. Stay away from Texas during climate change. Yeah, that's fine. Stay away from Texas. I enjoy it without all the people. Stephen, I'm catching this video at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Al Fur, thumbs up to you. Santa Claus says, thanks for posting. Here's to me. Here's to you. Anyway, from Capitan, New Mexico on a cool morning, like 23, 24 degrees. Very cold to me. But it's going to warm up quick. There's no wind. Beautiful blue skies. So it ain't bad. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Give you a stinking goat kiss. Screaming, stinking goat kiss. Yeesh. Gets that smell on my hands. Anyway. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is what? Eat less. That's it. That's the only diet you need to remember. That's it. So what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Poof! Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. Do it several times a day. You'll never regret it. And then what else? Stretch. 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 Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then, stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought, memory, dream you've ever had. So, give your neurons something positive to work with, right? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. I did a video yesterday on talk about how to end the career of RV full-time, and then today I'm going to do one on what if I was just starting RVing today? What would I do? Interesting video. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.